Let's get this show on the road. I figure this week I'm just going to keep it short and sweet and just punch you in the throat. Just a quick stinger. We're going to roll these graphics, give you time to put your neck brace on, and we're going to do it like that. Let's do it. What's really good? If this is your first time on this channel, my name is Ty. I'm a former Army combat photographer, and this channel right here is about getting your bag. This channel is about understanding the business side of content creation. We understand here that dope pictures don't pay bills, but understanding the business side does. And I want to talk about a few things here, right? I want to talk about understanding the difference between, the logical side and the emotional side of your customers, your clients, your business, right? Why you need to focus on being a logical decision for a logical decision maker. You're probably looking at me like, well, what do you mean? Like, why? Like, why is that important? We're going to go into it. I want to help you think differently about how you're positioning your brand. Right? Because before we have this conversation, you're going to not even understand what I'm talking about. And I like it when I approach you and I help you think differently about business. I love it when we leave conversations and you say, I never thought about that. And I love it when you leave my channel thinking differently about how this whole thing we call business works. And today is one of those videos where you're going to leave here scratching your head, looking at things a whole lot different than you did when we first came into this situation. So I'm going to say this again and again at the end of this video. This is going to make a lot more sense. The goal is you need to focus on being a logical decision for a logical decision maker. That is the goal of your business. Right? Why is this important? Because people make emotional decisions, especially when they hire content creators. People typically hire content creators for things like weddings or to cover their events. Regular people, when they hire content creators, they usually do it for emotional reasons. That's why people tell you to go out and get portfolio sites. They tell you to go out and take pretty pictures because when those people are hiring content creators, pretty pictures work for them. So whenever somebody's hiring a wedding photographer, pretty pictures and portfolio sites is what works to help them make decisions. Now, usually when you're buying from a person, the range of that check, that dollar amount, don't go that high. It'll go to 2, maybe 3, maybe in good certain cases, it'll go to a $4 signs, maybe. But people buy based off emotion. Businesses don't. Businesses buy based off logic. Now, why is this important? Why do we bring this up? Why do I need to focus on this? Why is this something that we need to pay attention to? Why, as a business owner, as a content creator, why do I need to be conscious of this? In most cases, emotions are not predictable. When I show something cute and fuzzy, I can't determine what people will pull from that. Clowns to one people are great and they love it and it brings out something great. Some people are terrified of clowns. They don't evoke the same thing. However, something like a return on investment, because it's a logical thing, 1 + 1 is the same for everybody. So the goal with my company is to go after people who make logical decisions. Let me go a little deeper. So if I provide a logical reason to do business with me, they won't have a reason not to do business with me. That's the purpose of having a beta client, so that you can determine what are logical reasons to do business with me. If I develop a product with a beta client that has a proven track record of success with this specific client, solving the problems that I know they have, there is no logical reason not to do business with me. That's why I tell you to get niche, to get slim, because if I work with one type of client and I know the problems that one type of client have, and I can solve those problems for that one type of client, they have no reason not to do business with me. And I have the ability to understand how they value that problem. I can put a price point on it. I can't do that with people who have an emotional tie to an event. You can ask 5 different women who want to get married and have weddings what they think a ring should cost, a wedding should cost, a cake should cost, and I guarantee you it'll vary different. But if you go and talk to 5 different dentists on what things should cost in business, their numbers, if they're in the same area, are going to be very similar. It's predictable. If I'm dealing with emotions, I can't go back and study, okay, well, maybe I said this wrong, I did that wrong. No, they could have been feeling a certain way. If I have consistency, I can go back and make changes to know what I did wrong to move forward. You as an individual, you make emotional decisions. Stop dealing with B2C and build your company to deal with B2B. Completely change how you operate and go and deal with B2B. But to deal with B2B, you have to look like a business. You have to get slim. Stop dealing with everybody. Pick a niche, live within that niche, learn how to solve a problem within that niche, and develop a product within that niche. If I'm looking to solve one problem and I got 6 clients, and I've solved that problem for 4 clients, by the time I get to the 5th client, there is no reason why he won't move forward with me, because I've heard every excuse he could have, and I got 4 case studies as to why this works. Now I'm consistent. Now when he says yes, I got 5 clients who've had that problem that we've overcome. Businesses don't want to break even. Next year, they want to do double what they did last year. If they do the exact same number they did last year, they're failure. They're trying to double their numbers. They do that by staying within their niche where they can be predictable and solving the same problem and growing. You as a content creator need to do just that. You have to identify that market. You have to develop a product or service within that market, and you have to go after a specific target. So understanding the difference between the two, approaching a logical client with a logical pitch with results, and not approaching a logical client with an emotional portfolio that they can't make a decision on pretty pictures. It's not going to help them make a decision. Their goal is to get a return on their investment. Hey, keep in mind that the video you just watched contains clips from a longer lecture that's available to our gold members at flashfilmacademy.com. You can go to flashfilmacademy.com to watch the complete lectures if you want to get all the gems and all the information, or you can stay on the channel and continue watching some of our content here. Just click one of those boxes somewhere around here. You know where to go. Right up in here, somewhere, wherever it pops up, you know what to do. You got this.